Okay. So today, see all those things those which we are going to use in this course. We will look in detail, we will discuss in detail, we will know how and when to use it. Okay, we'll start with bar charts OHLC. Now, open, high, low, close. OHLC is what? Open, high, low, close. That means at what price does the share open? Then at what price what is the highest price it went in the day? What is the lowest price it went in the day? And where did it finally close? Remember, our objective is medium and long-term investing. In the medium term, we may end up having to do some stock trading. This is not a day trading or an income course. Please be clear. So there are a lot of things that I am not even touching, going nearby, because it's not necessary. And none of you all have a day job, you have work to do, you have houses to keep, your children, etc., etc., etc. There is no point in trying to be over smart. I am talking about building wealth. That's very, very, very different from having an income today. Okay? So let's go up. OHLC means open, high, low, closing prices in a price chart. A bar chart visually depicts the high, low, and close prices of an asset or a security. That means shares over a specific period of time. Now this is very important. Over a specific period of time. So let me, okay, I'll go to the chart actually a little later. The vertical line on the price bar represents the high and low prices of the period. Matlab, top of the bar is high, bottom of the bar is low prices that the share was bought and sold at during that time period, whatever the time. It may be 1 day, it may be 15 minutes, it may be 1 week, it may be 1 month also. The left and right horizontal lines on each price bar represents the open. The left horizontal line is open and the right horizontal line is the closing price. Matlab, the trading ended for the period at that price. The right side horizontal bar. A bar chart can be color coded if the close is above. Now listen to this. If the close is above the open, it will be colored green. It's an up day. Today Sensex up 125 points. You remember early morning I had predicted आज up day होने वाला है. It is ended up. वो बीच में ऊपर नीचे जाएगा. कोई seed never, nothing goes in a straight line up or a straight line down. It will go during the period, it will go up and down. And if the close is below the open price, then the bar is colored red. This is the universal norm. Okay. Now let's have a look at price chart. Now, first I'm going to say type of chart, colored bar. This is the Nifty chart. When the opening, now this is out of experience. 1 minute, Gopal, I'll come to you. Hold on. When the opening and the closing are nearly at the same point, मतलब कुछ फर्क नहीं हुआ आज. The up and down goes because there are a lot of traders, but the end is closing about the same as the opening, which the Nifty did not do today. The Nifty actually opened high and it closed lower than So you can see here that the Nifty had a down day, whereas the Sensex had an up day. 1 minute. 9th August, right. I don't know why this is, the TV is showing differently. Yeah, Nifty had a down day, Sensex had an up day. Okay. You see this bar, let me do one thing, I'll do some drawing. You see this bar. Everybody can see it? That bar is so long. What does it mean? One second, I'll need to get this, Yo Rama. Yeah, Gopal, what does this mean?
It means that there has been a big fluctuation in the price, and also it has closed near the top. That means the price has risen significantly that day, and fell a little bit before closing.
Yeah, but why? Market में क्या हुआ?
पता नहीं. I can see a huge uplift in the volume also. That means it's a surge of confidence. That means a surge of confidence.
But next day there was a big sell.
So if you look at the channels, maybe some ustad must have been saying, "Wow, NIT ka to jawab nahi," and everybody said, "Kharido, kharido," and then the ustad sold off nicely. ये हो सकता है.
Okay. Arey Bhavna, why you put your hand down?
Sir, Haishanaki was the indicator.
Okay. We'll come to that. So let's stick to subject right now. Bhavna, bolo.
Yeah, I was telling about only volumes high here. Volume high. This represents more volume.
See, the market forces consists of two forces, the bulls and the bears. Now that doesn't mean they are actually cattle bull. गाय नहीं है वो. Bulls are a name given to people who are buyers in the market, and bears are a name given to people who are sellers in that day's market. That doesn't mean forever they are sellers or forever they are buyers. So the common perception is big bull means he keeps buying only. No, he couldn't have become so rich just buying. Unless you sell, you don't become rich. It's all paper. मतलब कहीं पे अटका हुआ है. So here, the bulls and the bears have had a massive tussle. The more people went to buy, the bears started unloading. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been transactions all the way up to this point. The long line represents that there were transactions. That's the funda. Otherwise, there is no tick. Okay. So, if you look at this, you will find up, open, high, low, close. ये तो पता लग गया, ये open हुआ, ये high हुआ, ये low हुआ, और ये close हुआ. Now, this is, what is the time period here? If you look at this chart, it says 1 day. Now, if I go to 1 week, then what do? I get a weekly movement. Now, 1 second. Let me ask the question the other way around. Is the trend, what is the trend that you can make out from here? Anybody? Trend in this NIIT. हाँ बोलो गोपाल, बोलो.
Sir, every up move in the chart has been backed by solid volume, and from May onwards, the price has stayed above the close more often than below the close. So the trend is a bullish trend as I see it since May.
No, inaccurate. The highest volume occurred here between 3rd June and 9th June, and it went to a different plane over here. This is a rise.
Yes.
This is a move. This is not a big move. Slowly it's going up. Okay, don't look at the three indices right now. I'll show you how to confirm these things. Just by looking at the price chart, you do a weekly. Now tell me, Gopal, what does the trend look like?
It looks like a big hit somewhere around June, July, and then a moderate rise. But moderate rise. I mean, after the big rise, there's still a moderate rise now.
Okay, then what would you call this rise from here to here? That's
what I'm calling the moderate rise.
Now,
the big rise is the one that is in June. After there's a moderate rise. Before that, it has been kind of running flat.
The big rise is what's called a breakout. Okay.
Right. Okay.
This is a breakout. Matlab, he's been going from March till June almost horizontally.
Correct.
Then he has a breakout and he's going almost horizontally. Just look at this. This is the center line.
Yeah.
Thoda niche, thoda upar.
Okay.
This is what you will call a trend, which is a moderate uptrend.
Right.
Now let's look at this.
Parallel bar slightly rising.
Why are you reinterpreting everything I'm saying? Can you repeat what I said, Gopal?
This is what is called a moderate trend, is what you said.
See, the center line is here.
Yeah.
I'm talking of from here till here.
Yeah.
This period, okay? In this period, the center line is approximately here. The horizontal line.
Yep.
So, thoda niche, thoda upar, but ending up upar. You can say it is a slow rise.
Got it.
The future may go like this only. Okay. Bhavna, you want to say something?
Just wanted to know about these down line, green one and black and red. Down, not that in chart, but then down. It was showing down, sir. You have to go further down.
This one?
These green and these are same as above.
Bhavna, I told you, please ignore everything below this line. Right now, we have not learned. Now we are looking. Learn to first understand the price chart. Panda, ABC नहीं सीखोगे तो क्या अंग्रेजी बात करने वाली हो? ABC सीखो पहले. Just follow what I'm saying. You don't worry about this. We are coming one by one. I'll deal with this, then I'll deal with this, then I'll deal with this. I'm coming.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, put your hand down and mute. So, Gopal, this is when you draw a center line and you find that, okay, or if you want, there is another way. I'll show you another way. If that is beyond you, this will not be beyond you. So I'm going to draw what's called a ray. And I'll use a different color so that we won't get confused. Okay. This is like the trend of the peaks. कितना डिग्री होगा गोपाल?
Around 20 degree होगा.
This is the degree. About 20 degrees approximately.
Yeah, about 20. About 20.
Okay. So now I'll remove those lines and I'll switch to 1 week. Now tell me, Gopal, how will you read this chart?
It still looks like a breakout in June followed by moderate rise.
क्या एंगल होगा?
45 degrees, sir.
No. The ray is still about 20. Maybe 25.
Is it more than last time or less than last time?
More.
Feels less than last time.
You mean
Feels
that
like
angle
less
is...
than last time when you plotted it.
I think it is 1.5 times compared to last time. The angle between this line and this line.
Okay.
So you have to develop an eye to read this. Now I am saying, okay, ठीक है, 1 month का देखते हैं. अभी बोलो.
अभी तो precipitous breakout लग रहा है.
So
And
how to read the price chart starts with, I'll show you. Starts with this. See, this is my 21 DMA, मतलब 21 day moving average. Anybody doesn't know how to plot a DMA? Okay. This is my 50 DMA and this is my 100 DMA. Actually, इसमें मेरा 400 DMA इधर है. So this is how. Now look at this price chart. The 21 DMA, the price is hugging the 21 DMA. थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. Okay. Now look at, so the gap between the price and the DMA, 21 DMA, is only that much. Now look at this one. Gap is more or less, Gopal?
Much more.
Now this shows the strength of the price movement. Matlab, I know that this is a good long-term pick. When you didn't send it, I just, okay, I knew NIIT, so I went in and it's in my watch list. Okay, I have not come around to looking at my watch list. It's got 60 shares there. Anyway, you see the gap from here to here, huge. That means the price is leaving behind all the past. Something is cooking.
Yeah.
Artha Gopal.
Artha, sir.
Now you look at 1 month.
Hey Rama.
This is how you have to use a price chart. Just a simple, goddamn, elementary price chart.
Yeah, 1 month is a very decent time frame from a long-term perspective.
Correct. वो सब करके देता है. Shows the strength of the price move. मतलब ये आलतू फालतू some manipulated price move नहीं है.
Correct.
This is how you use a simple price chart with moving averages. Simple moving averages. Not exponential, not logarithmic, nothing. From this only I looked at this and I said, wow, yaar, ye to guy is climbing Mount Everest. बहुत strong hai. No, I will buy this guy on dip. Dip will come. Don't worry. Dip has to come. There will be people who want money and who will sell.
Yeah.
So looking at the daily price chart alone, you can't make out the strength as much from the price chart. Of course, you can make it out from other 3 things below, which we are coming to. So has anybody has any questions on the price chart and especially the bar chart, OHLP? Okay, I'll put a colored bar. Any questions? Have you understood? Gopal, put your hand down. Yeah, Naveen,
I really
bolo.
say thank you, sir.
Are wow, you're welcome, sir.
Sir. Sir, now we have seen this 1 day, 1 week and 1 month. So all the 3, the angle, I mean the price rate has gone up as per the chart for the 1 month performance. So is this applicable for almost all the shares, all the company shares? This example chart, the prices will be long term good, or is there any other factors we have to take into consideration, sir?
No. There are other factors. I'm coming to it. But why can't you apply what I did for NIIT for Anita? You tell me the name of one company. Tell me.
Sir, Hindalco.
Okay. See, I entered here, then I bought today, by the way, for your information. So my second unit of investment has been put into Hindalco today. Now you leave this. Now we do the same thing for this chart. And I want to simplify it so that you So, Naveen, what is the gap between what is the gap today's? I'm talking today's. This gap from here to here. Okay, this is 1 day.
So today's trend is down.
I didn't ask you a question. Did you see the gap and keep a measure of the gap in your mind or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now we'll see the gap when there is 1 week.
Okay, sir.
Is it the same, equal to, or less, or more?
No, it is less, sir.
Now we'll go to 1 month. Now you tell me, is it more or less?
This is more, sir. Gap is more.
Much more. This is the level of the DMA and this is the level of the price from here to here. Obviously the gap is more. Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
What I'm teaching you is I'm not giving you fish. I'm teaching you how to fish.
You got it.
Whatever I'm teaching you is applicable to anything including gold or wheat or rice or any price chart. If you take out the Bitcoin chart, you can see exactly the same principles will apply. Answer your question, Naveen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So OHLC chart we have seen. Now we are going to look at the line chart. Actually, we even saw the line chart. Okay. We use the line chart. We use the colored line chart. Somebody read. Somebody read.
Yes, sir. Line chart, used for historical price representation, typically connects the closing prices. Useful to represent day-to-day price movement. Does not show intraday price movements. Reduces noise of intraday price swings. Eliminates intraday trading actions. Useful for patterns and trend identification.
So we already covered this, right, in the last discussion. Anybody has any questions? Then we'll move on. We have already covered this. Moving average indicator, MA. Bhavna.
Yeah. Moving average indicator MA. Calculating the moving average of a stock is to help smooth out the price data by creating a constantly updated average price. Daily MA is called DMA, similarly WMA.
Weekly MA is WMA.
Okay, weekly MA. Short-term fluctuation on the price of a stock over a specified time frame are smoothened out. Exponential moving averages, EMA, is a weighted average that gives greater importance to the price of a stock on more recent days, making it an indicator that is more responsive to new information. Experiment with a number of different time periods until you find one that fits your strategy.
So now, let me, okay. So you go to indicator. Indicator is a drop down in the chart.
Sir, I didn't understand the last 2 points on the slide for the moving average. So can we go back to the slide once again?
Gone. To read out.
No, the last one. The experiment with a number of different time periods until you find one that fits your strategy.
I'm going to explain.
So it's like, yeah. Okay. Fine, sir.
No, but you please finish your sentence. It's like, क्या strategy है?
Yeah, first of all, I want to know the strategy. What do we mean by strategy here? So, do we mean like mid-term, short-term, and long-term? And
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then okay. So different time periods, as we were discussing. So when we are doing a 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month, and we see that the price, we had seen the price chart, and we can also see that how the strength of the price movement also you discussed. So 1 month denotes what? And 1 week denotes what, or 1 day denotes what? If we are looking at 1 day time period, so how is it related with the short term and medium term and long term strategy?
So for long term, which is a better representative of the price strength, a 1 day or a 1 month?
Sir, of course 1 month, but long term we are thinking about investing in in a stock for example for 5 years. So 1 month is would be a good enough indicator?
No. See, you're collapsing two things. First, my long-term strategy doesn't mean in every share I'm going to stay 5 years.
Okay.
That's the first assumption, which is wrongly made. It means that I have put aside my investable surpluses that I will use in shares and stocks for a period of 5 years. If I can stay invested, I will stay. But if I have to sell, I will sell. If I have to sell and buy back, I will sell and buy back. If I have to sell and switch, I will switch. Sab aayega. But the strategy is about the portfolio as a whole, not a share.
Right.
Okay.
So, but sir, when we are looking at
I haven't finished.
Okay.
I haven't finished. Then what I demonstrated is that any given point in time, if I want, for example, NIIT, Gopal said he bought NIIT. So I said, let me go have a look and see whether I want to invest or not. That time, in analyzing the strength of the price movement, I use those three different things. I don't only look at monthly charts. I don't look at weekly charts. In fact, I look at daily charts. Once I buy, I look at daily charts. Then I know it has gone up 25-30%. Then I start looking at weekly charts. But I want to look at daily charts is because the moment it loses steam, I want to get the hell out of that share. Unless I know that it is losing price for reasons other than intrinsic reasons of the company. Then I may choose a strategy saying, okay, I'll buy the dip. नीचे गया और खरीदो. But what is my focus? My focus is that I want to hold my portfolio for a long period of time. According to income tax rules, long term is more than 1 year, not 5 years. 5 years is the time horizon I always tell you to fix if you want to create wealth. Now what's your question?
Sir, I forgot. It was linked to what I was thinking. But I've understood, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, welcome. I'm going to take the example of Hindalco. Now to demonstrate what, experiment with a number of different time periods of moving averages. Now we are talking about time periods of moving averages. Earlier we talked about time periods of price chart. So now I go to indicator. There I have a moving average. Now I already have a 21 day, 50 day and all that. So let me try a 70 day. Okay, do I want to chart close, open, high, low, close? You can choose what you want. Adjusted close, moving average, blah, blah, blah. Just keep it simple, close. And I want a simple moving average, not an exponential. Or let's do one thing. Let's look at a 50-day exponential moving average. And I'll give it a color, say like this. And I say create. So now you saw, this is what 21 day. Exponential is 50 day exponential. And this is 50 day moving average, simple. So you can see that the exponential moving average gives more weightage to more recent. What is more recent? From here to here is more recent than from here all the way up to here. So that is why the simple moving average is below the exponential moving average. When do I use this? I use this when I want to exit a stock. The moment it cuts my 50-day exponential EMA is the time if I have chosen to exit a stock. I don't choose to exit a stock based on this. But when I have chosen to exit a stock, individual stock, not portfolio, then my exponential moving average tells me more recent impact. But really speaking, it's like splitting hair. No need for it.
Sir, in this, if a share value is on the higher side, it is on 321. There is a break-even price. If the line goes beyond that break-even price, we have to dispose that share. Is that correct?
Below or beyond? Beyond means up, below means low, down.
Below.
Ah, okay. That is not a break-even price. That is my stop-loss price. Use the right terminology. Stop-loss means I can take only that much loss. For example, let me take this particular case of NIIT. Okay, let's say I bought it today. So what I'll do, I will draw a vertical line first. That's my buy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then I will draw a ray which is in red, and I'll say, I am long-term investor, remember. I will choose this because it made a move. It made a move and it settled here. Then it's starting to climb again. So this is where it started to climb.
Yes,
I will say इसके नीचे जाएगा. Now hey boss, the red line, Naveen, is my stop loss line. I have bought here. I have bought here. This much is my loss. This much loss, theoretical loss, I am willing to go because I am going to hold this for a long term. How do I know? I told you I looked at it for monthly chart and I looked at all the DMAs and gap and everything. Then I decided that I will buy it and hold it in my long-term portfolio. So ऊपर नीचे जाने वाला है. At some price, somebody's target will be hit. He'll want to sell and get out. So this is my stop loss. Matlab there is a loss from here to here. This much is my loss. I'm saying this much loss also, I don't mind. I'll hold on because I believe that this will go up, not down, in the 5 years that I'm going to hold this portfolio. Did I answer your question, Naveen?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir. I got it, sir.
Thank you. Oh, I have to show you the experimentation. I just showed you one example to use this thing. Now, if you look at it, if I let it go further, you'll see one line moving average comes here. This is a 400-day moving average. This is my sacrosanct thing. If this is going to be, if the price falls, cuts this, if this keeps climbing, but the price does not climb and it cuts, it's a danger signal. That doesn't mean automatically I'm going to sell. I'm going to look again to see whether I should hold, sell, add, or exit. Hold. So it's just like when you go, you're driving a vehicle, a motorcycle or a car, you can press the accelerator, which means you're going faster. You can remove the foot from the accelerator, which means you're letting the momentum go. Or you can touch the brake, or you can slam on the brake. It's important to understand that just because I am willing to take a loss, there are some times when it's idiotic to take a loss. By the way, I only get a loss if I sell below that price, below my buying price. Otherwise, it's a notional loss. And a notional loss should not frighten you. It should just alert you. Okay, any questions? Moving average, done.
Sir, how will I get to know?
Get to know what, madam?
Sir, to hold this, net, whether to hold this for long term or not.
If you have a long-term sell signal, you just saw a buy signal. Similarly, you will get sell signal. I don't know what chart. Let's do one thing. Let's go into my watch. Let's have a look at this chart. What does this chart tell you? That my 21 DMA and 50 DMA, both are above the price. Very soon my 50 DMA will go above the 21 DMA. So there is a golden cross over matlab 21 goes above 50, and there is a death cross where 50 goes above 21. This has got a death cross. BEML. Now look at this. This is my 50 and this is my 21. The 50 has gone above the 21. This crossover is called a death cross. When a 50 DMA, 50 goes over 21, or 100 goes over 50, goes over 21, or 400 goes over 50 or 21, it's a death cross. It's called a death cross. Okay? This has got a death cross. Now let's have a look at Now, let's first have a look again at 1 week. Now, can you see that there is hardly any strength in the weekly chart? Next, we'll go to 1 month. 1 month, he says, okay, long term is not too bad. But he is given a death cross over here, even earlier. After the death cross, the price dipped here. After the death cross, the price dipped here. But it soon recovered. So it's telling me, कि अभी बेचो मत, इसको hold करो, let the dip come and go. The price chart is telling me that. कुछ ये rocket science नहीं है इसमें. You just have to keep your eyes and ears open and your mind calm. That, of course, is a not so easy thing to do. Because you usually panic. If the death cross comes here, what will you do immediately? See, look, it came here. The death cross came here. The death cross came there. And the price dropped up to that. But then it rebounded. Then what else does it say in this 1 month? This is a 1 month chart, remember. What else does it say? It shows here there is a crossover happening. Now the 21 DMA is starting to cross my 100 DMA. Matlab the bull run is beginning again. So the principle is this. Is 50 bigger than 21? Yes. If the bigger moving average crosses over the smaller moving average, it's a death cross. If the smaller moving average crosses over the bigger moving average, it's a golden cross. Gopal sir, Heli.
Sir, Amara, the batteries is another classic example. It might be a good illustration.
Okay. No, any question on this?
Not on this.
Sir,
Okay, thanks. Bhavna, bolo.
sir, this, yes, I guess previously you told about that 50 and 100 and 20, this, how that has come, sir, or it's some figure you have put in?
What has come? Ask your question again, please.
Sir, you were telling about that 20 will cross 100. So how that figure 20 and 100, how from
अरे
where?
मूविंग एवरेज बोला ना, देखो ये इंडिकेटर को मूविंग एवरेज लगाया. So okay, I'll do it all over again for the class. Okay, so when I usually start, I look at a 1 year chart. I click here below 1 year and I get a 1 year chart. And I look at the 1 year chart and I say, my God, this guy is going downhill like mad. Why? What's wrong? Okay, so I go to indicator. Bhavna, following indicator, moving average. First I want a 21-day moving average based on closing prices, simple moving average only. Okay, and I don't keep that red, I keep that gray. And I say create. अभी आया ना? 21 का आया नहीं आया भावना?
Yes, sir.
Now I say, okay, I want another indicator, same DMA. Now I want 50. But I don't want red for 50. I don't mind caution, orange, saffron. ये आया 50 का.
Yes, sir.
अभी देखो इधर देखो. Dead cross. So long before the price went down like anything, The death cross told me नीचे जाने वाला है. Fikr, you watch out. Then I did another moving average. मैं 4 moving average minimum देखता हूँ. So 2150 100. इसको red लगाता हूँ. So this is the second death cross. The 100 went above 50 and here it went above 21. अभी दिखता है?
Yes, sir.
Then I said नहीं ये नहीं चलेगा, मेरे को ये 400 का चाहिए मेरे को. No, 100 200. Sorry. And ऐसे इसको काला लगाओ. Major death cross. This is my 100. This is my 400, 200. The 200 went above 100. Okay. मैंने से एक और चाहिए मेरे को. मैं तो 400 का तो चाहिए ही चाहिए मेरे को. इसको काला लगाते हैं. So this is how I got my 21, 50, 100, 200. Did I answer your question or no?
Yes, sir.
इतना क्या? Yes sir, feeble.
No. That looking, I'm looking into that chart.
So you're not listening to my answer.
No, sir, I got it, sir.
Appadi. See, Amar Raja batteries, there's something wrong. Because look at the time. When the market is booming, it is going down. So now, I want to ask the class a question. Acha Bhavna, you please put your hand down.
Thank
Gopal,
you.
go ahead. Welcome.
Sir, if you switch to 1 month view, it looks like Amara Raja battery is standing at the turning point.
You can say that, but I will still not buy it. Tell me why.
You want to see the trend confirming, sir. The volumes are low, and that's what I think.
Yeah, there's a trend. Your mind is telling you that it can start going up, but the chart is not telling you that it is going to go up.
Yeah.
That is saying it may go up, it may go down. See, this is a mistake we all make. In anticipation, we buy. Wait for the signal. Let there be a golden cross.
Correct.
That is why I will wait. Okay. Now, on 2nd August it says, this is 2nd August. We are in 9th August. I don't know what has happened. What is this line? 21 DMA, the black line. 21 DMA, the price has just gone above 21 DMA. So, your potential is there, Gopal, but the signal is not yet there. Because 21 DMA is a trading, intraday trading. Minimum 50, possibly even 100, or a golden crossover. That also is fine. The golden crossover has not yet happened. the price is saying मैं ऊपर जा रहा हूं. देखते हैं यहाँ पे next indicator when we come we'll see this. None of the indicators say अभी खरीदो.
Correct.
So can I say that moving averages is understood by everybody? Rajnikant bhai, video. Okay. Silence means the MA crossovers, which is what I've already spoken. Price and MA line intersect when two MAs or when two MAs themselves cross. So we just saw that the price just had gone above the 21 DMA in the Amar Raja batteries. Okay. That is a crossover. It's called a crossover. Price crosses 21 DMA. Crossovers are used to estimate the performance of a financial instrument and to predict coming changes in trend, such as reversals or breakouts. मतलब death cross होगा तो reversal हो रहा है, golden cross होगा तो it's a good time to buy. Golden cross appears on a chart when a stock's short-term moving average, say 20 MA or DMA, crosses above its long-term moving average 200 MA or DMA, then it indicates that the potential of a major rally. Now it can be any of these MAs. I have just written examples of 20 and 200. The death cross appears on a chart when a stock's short-term moving average crosses below its long-term moving average. 20 goes below 50, 20 goes below 100, 20 goes below 200, like that. Indicates a potential or a major sell-off. And when there's more sellers in the market than buyers, the price will go down. Any questions? These are the MAs I use. I've already told you this. Simple moving averages. Gopal.
Sir, I have a non-MA question. Two non-MA questions. Can I ask or should I wait?
Go ahead. Ask.
Number one, when the volume is low, when people aren't selling and the price, and you want to buy, say I want to buy 5,000 shares or 500 shares or whatever. What if the market doesn't have that many number of shares available to be sold? What happens at that point of time?
Your order will remain partially executed and partially dropped.
Okay, got it.
So there is a way to check the market. That's called a market depth. So in your ICICI or whatever account, we'll even be doing that. I'll use my account to demonstrate. You can check the market depth. If you're going to buy 5 lakh shares in the market, you will see at what high price the total quantity is going to become available. It will be available little bit on top, little bit more on top, little bit more on top, little bit more on top. But sometimes the market depth is not enough. So Gopal, one of the things I do is, supposing I want to invest a maximum of 5 lakhs in a share and a minimum of 1 lakh in a share. So I'll first go for the minimum 1 lakh. That 1 lakh I will not buy in one shot. I buy it in 4. My unit of investment is 25,000 rupees. At a time I buy 25,000 minimum.
Okay.
Sometimes I buy more, that depends on a particular instance call, but not a general rule of thumb for me. 1 lakh ho gaya, then I see what is happening. I wait 1 week, 1 month, depending on how the chart looks. And then I will add more. Or I will sell and switch.
Okay.
That's how I improve my yield. My ROI goes up because of that.
Okay.
You must never go and test the depth of the market. It is not for us to do that. It's idiotic to do that. Because suddenly if the price will shoot up because you're buying, let's say, a lakh of shares in a particular script, and there is a institution waiting to exit, you just dump it and go. After that, the price will keep dropping.
That answers that question, sir. Thank you very much. Now, my second question is with respect to how you organize the chart itself. Do you mind showing any of the charts that you have used so far?
Yeah, I was showing that only.
No. I want to show something on the. I want to volume as a overlay on the price itself, as a kind of background overlay. How do you do that, sir? Yeah. So I was not able to do that. Can you show how to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So in this, how does it? When I do that, it creates one more bar like this OBB, etc. It creates one more below.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Volume underlay. You got volume underlay checked. Is that the one?
Yeah. Here. Sorry.
Okay, got it. So I had to search for volume underlay. Got it. Okay.
Under indicator.
Yeah, got it. Thanks. That's it, sir. Thank you very much.
Right, sir. Put your hand down, Gopal. Anybody can read this?
Yeah, MA I use the following MAs in decision making: 21 days, 50 days, 100 days, 200 days, 400 days. The specific MAs used at a given time depends on my objectives and intention at that time.
So if I want to buy, the importance I give to different MAs. This 21 MA is only for me a very light indicator. The 50, 100 and 200 are my mainstay. If the price goes above the 50 or a golden cross happens between 21 and 50, I say it's time to buy. But if I want to sell, I don't go by 50, 100, 200, 400. I go by 21. Because I've decided that I am going to sell this stock for various other reasons, because the other indicators we are going to cover will tell me. Okay? So I want to get out fast, but I want to get in slowly. I don't want to get in fast and have to get out. I think everybody has understood that. And it is always used in conjunction with other indicators. So that's what I'm going to come to. You have to identify a buy signal. You have to decide what is your buy signal. Okay? Wait till you get a clear signal. Gopal, Amar Raja. Only fools rush where wise men hesitate. Just remember this. No tips, no matter how reliable the source. That includes me. DYOR. Do your own research. Don't blame me. You put in the list, so I bought, sir. Now look, sir, I'm losing money, sir. Identify the sell or exit signal. If you are going to enter a stock, you have to know when to exit. So I go by a stop loss line. Because as soon as I buy, I think it will go up, but it may not. If it starts falling, I have to get the hell out of there before I incur too much of a loss. So I go by a stop loss line. Once the stock has started moving up as I expected and all that, the stop loss line becomes irrelevant and I delete it. Then I look for the death cross or price going below the DMAs and so on and so forth. Long-term and short-term gains taxes must only impact after investment strategy. It must not dictate your exit. Gopal. First example of using a chart. Let's go live and look at the chart. Now let's look at, I go to my invested thing and I go to Apollo Tricoat Tubes. First stock over there. Now I didn't explain these three indicators. So we'll start with this. This first indicator is OBV, on balance volume. Now OBV indicates whether if it is going upwards, it means there are more buyers than sellers. That's all. Simple. If it's going down, it means there are more sellers than buyers. Plus, iske upar, you can go and do PhD if you like, but there is no use. You will not be able to use anything more than this in your basic investment strategy. So, what do I do? Now, I want you people to open your charts. Open your price chart. Open your price chart. Pick any stock that you have invested in. Do it. If you're not doing it, then you're just cheating yourself. It's not my problem. Go to indicators, okay, and look for on balance volume, this one. And create. I already have it, so I'm not creating it. Get your on balance volume. Now, the on balance volume, let me show you the trend. I select draw and I select ray. Okay, and I select some neutral color. So the on balance volume is going up. I connect, oh God. How did I do this connection? It's very important. What I did was I took the lowest point there and the next lowest point on a straight line and then left it and I got my trend. Two lowest points, one after the other. I can't go and do it from here and then take this lowest point. No, it's not. The next lowest point is over there. It's actually over here. Now the trend is up or down. It's up or down. That's all. Upar ja raha hai. Now I will save this. Very important. I will save this. And if I want to edit this, I'll right click. Oh, it deletes. So I will draw it again. I did the wrong. The moment the OBV starts crossing this 10 down, I will be careful to see whether I should continue to hold or not. Of course, I will also do this. Unfortunately, that this line which I drew will not tally with this. Okay. They don't have that mechanism to stick to the points. But anyway, now I can see that this is increasing. The gap is increasing. Okay. 1 month में क्या होता है? 1 month it's massive. And this is my stop loss line. So I'll go back to 1 day. Because an exit should be on a short duration. The entry can be on a long duration. Next, this is the money flow index. How much money is flowing into the stock? How do I get this? I go to indicators. Then I choose money flow index. Now you do it on your chart, please. You will see this is not 70, but you will see 14. Change it to 50 or 70. 50 is lot more noise. 70 is smoothened out. This will be 80. Leave it like that. This will be 20. Leave it like that. So what happens is that in 20, you'll see here he's drawn the line here, and on 80 he's drawn this line. So 80 means it is like maximum. My money flow is near the maximum. Whereas 20 means it is near the minimum. It tells you how much money is flowing into the particular share in the market. And the third indicator I use is ADX DMS. This also you will find 14. I use 70. And the black line is the main indicator. Above 24, it means it is strong. It can be horizontal. This only indicates the strength. There is therefore no trend to be drawn here. It is not directional. The OBV is directional, but the ADX is not. So the upper is near my, this is my top line, this is my bottom line. The sell signal, which is the red, is below my bottom, and the green signal is above my top. And finally, the black signal is also near the top. So matlab, it is strong. Is it weak or is it strong? This one tells me. So once I do this, I will save. Once you save, this is your format. All your charts will come in this format. Karo. Do.
Sir, I am not able to do it on my mobile.
No, mobile nahi. Acha, you are on your laptop in this thing. Okay.
So how to reach this? Through Economic Times only I'll have to go on this page?
अरे निफ्टी का एक लिंक दिया था ना, उसको बुकमार्क करो यार. Okay, I have not come there yet. So it's, yes, Economic Times, then you go to markets, After you go to markets, you go to technicals, then you go to technical chart. Somebody has to remind me later. We have talked about the golden crossover and the death cross and all that. This guy gives you that ready-made. What did I do? I'll show you again. Over here, I went to technicals and then I didn't choose technical chart. I didn't choose visualize. I chose screener. You go to screener. Okay.
Okay.
Now over here, you have technical screener, you have SMA, simple moving average, EMA, RSI. So click on SMA. So you want now, Mary, this is what you did mechanically. Now it's available in the chart itself. You remember the 500 stocks you looked at? Now the guy gives it automatically, all that hard work that you did. So if the price is moving above 50 SMA, I click on that. After that, I get a list. Now, I say I want percentage change. No, not percentage change. Okay, let it be. You can explain. Then I click on century extrusion. It's 8:30. We'll just finish with this point. Okay, you'll come to this. There, sub, upshop, all the kappa, everything. Go to technicals. Okay. Now, unfortunately, in this century, okay. My God. You saw that? He is doing it for you. Now, I don't like this particular thing is useful. After this, I go and switch to my chart. Okay, Century Extrusions Limited. So I go here. Then he gives me in my format. Century Extrusions Limited has just made a move. What a smart move. Let's see what happens when I say 1 month. Are baap re. So I like this chart because why? OBV देखो ऊपर वाला line में अटका हुआ है and it's even going higher. Look at the money flow. It's all on the top only. Lots of money going in. Matlab big buyers going in. And look at the strength of the move. It's going up. The strength is near the top. It's 25. About 24 is strong. So मैंने बोला अरे यार इसको तो मैं add bookmark, add. That's where I put. So tomorrow I will buy. New one. Century Extrusions Limited. Look at the way this guy is shooting. And then I'm looking at the long-term chart. Look at the OBV, look at the money flow, and look at the ADX. ADX is going sharply up. So I just spotted one more stock to buy. Amazing what you can do with just knowing what is freely available. So he says, oh, you want to compare Century Extrusions with, let us say, Century Textiles. Or, yeah, he tells you this. Red is Century Extrusion, blue is Century Textiles. No, I have Century Textiles in my portfolio. I will switch. Pura free. Of course, if you are a paid subscriber, you get more. Actually, there's other reports that come and all that kind of thing. Okay, but just see. This is a 3-month chart. So let's look at 1-year chart. Century Textiles started underperforming extrusions over here. Now I may not switch, I may buy in addition because both look good to me. So you can compare. Supposing you have 3 things to buy, you can compare them here. Where is this? This is called a screener. Remember, markets, technicals, screener. Go to screener, then go down here, SMA, simple moving average. Okay. Now let's look at below SMA 50. What does he show? He shows Vodafone Idea. Why is he showing this? So he is now saying this 7 rupees 10 paise can become 15 rupees. That's a 117% increase in price. The median is over here and the low is over here. So then I'll go to my technicals and I'll say chart. And I'll say chart type aisa nahi chahiye, I just want a colored line. Indicator, moving average, 50. Indicator, moving average, 100. $50 has just moved above 100. We know idea is in trouble. Okay. Normally we will not touch this thing. But for a gamble, sometimes I'll pick up, say, some shares in this and wait for the double and get out. Double my money and get out. But that will be income. So you can compare this thing here. Is comparing already Vodafone, Bharti, and Tata. Tata is going up here. Bharti is the blue. It has just started going up because this guy is going down. That guy is going up. That's not good for me. But I would prefer Tata. It's going up constantly, independently. Let's have a look at over 1 year. So you can see that Tata Communications is better buy than Vodafone or Bharti. So the more time you spend on this, the more you will discover new gems. So we looked at type of price charts, type of indicators, type of time periods and their use, and comparing charts. So this is where I took you. Okay. It is a screener. Somebody read.
Moving average. Go ahead, Bhavna.
Yeah. Moving averages, moving average crossovers are another frequently employed technical indicator. A crossover trading strategy might be to buy when the 10-period moving average crosses over above the 50-period moving average. The higher a moving average number is, the more significant price movement in relation to it is considered. For example, price crossing above or below 100 or 200 period moving average is usually considered much more significant than the price moving above or below a 5-period moving average. When to buy and when to sell only using moving averages.
We saw that. We have already seen this. Okay. So anybody has a question, raise your hand. Always remember that. I'll stop and I will talk. On balance. Bhavna.
So I'll have to work on this price chart. Now I did not get the time to just look properly on this Economic Times. So that way you are very like थोड़ा fast हो आप सर इसमें तो पता ही नहीं चलता आप क्या कर रहे हैं जल्दी जल्दी.
ये सही बात है. I'm sorry for that. But I don't know why everybody is sitting quiet. Nobody said stop. What the hell are you doing?
मुझे तो आया नहीं है मतलब मुझे तो I'll have to put my a couple of hours into this chart and then only maybe I'll get it.
Well, classroom में नहीं कर सकते हैं. ठीक है.
हाँ जी.
तो करो बाद में.
सर नहीं होगा तो फिर कल दोबारा समझा दीजिएगा. Just in case I'll just.
नहीं होगा तो सवाल पूछो.
Okay.
Specific सवाल होगा तो मैं आंसर करूंगा. Generally, I didn't understand. I'll say I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm not a very good teacher.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Specific questions. There is no doubt in anybody's mind. I will respond in the group. And when you are talking about charts, please just share links. Don't start taking screenshots and all that. That's no this thing. Because if you can see it, I can go to that link and I can also see it. But I will see the chart in a different manner than what you are seeing. And so I may be able to teach you something more. Okay, somebody read this please. Now not you, Bhavna. Chalo, aur koi. Who was the other person who started reading? Naveen.
Yes, sir. On balance volume, OBV. Volume of a trade is a key force behind markets. When volume increases sharply, buy or sell, without a significant change in the stock price, the price will eventually jump upward or fall downward. On balance volume shows crowd sentiment that can predict a bullish or bearish outcome. Comparing relative action divergence between price bars and OBV generates more actionable signals than the green or red volume histograms commonly found at the bottom of price charts.
See, one of the things that I did not touch upon is this divergence. What is the meaning of divergence? If the OBV is going down, but the price is going up, okay? So here the OBV is going up and the price is going up. There is no divergence. Yeah, Bhavna?
Sorry, sir, I again missed. I had used last time the question. I forgot to.
Okay. Gopal?
Sir, by definition, OBV and price must move in the same direction. OBV might be much flatter than the price. Meaning few people are buying. Okay.
No, not necessarily. See, supposing a very large investor, like, a mutual fund or something wants to unload, but it doesn't want to lose out on the price.
Okay.
So, the OBV may go down while the price is still being maintained.
Sir, OBV goes down if today the close is lower than yesterday's close. How can the price be maintained if the OBV is going down?
You say what you said slowly so that you understand what you said.
OBV will go down if today's close is less than yesterday's close, then today's volume will be subtracted from yesterday's OBV. So, if
Volume,
the OBV is
volume,
down,
not
that
price. No, volume, not price.
Yeah. Today's volume will be subtracted from yesterday's closing OBV. Yesterday's OBV.
Volume.
Yesterday's volume. Is it subtracted from yesterday's volume or is it yesterday's OBV?
What is the difference? Yesterday's OBV.
Yes.
Today's is subtracted from yesterday's OBV, and it's more means it's up, and less means it's down.
Correct. So as long as the price is below yesterday's price.
No. Don't jump. You jump. How do you necessarily think that the price will go down?
I am saying if the price goes down, then today's volume must necessarily be subtracted from yesterday's OBV. So the OBV will also be down for today.
Yeah, but I'm saying the divergence. That means the price is going up, but the OBV is going down.
How can that happen? Can you please explain?
That's what I'm saying. That there is a way. Supposing you want to sell 1 lakh, 2 lakh shares in a particular script.
Correct.
Which normal volumes is this thing. You don't know how to sell it? They are called market makers. What does the market maker do? He will keep on circling the thing. He'll buy, sell to maintain the price.
Okay.
So after a period of time, yes, the price will come down. But the divergence would have occurred. Let's see if you can spot a divergence. Here only. Now Gopal, from here to here, let me draw the line. From here to here,
price fell.
Whereas from here, from the same point to here, the OBV did not go down. divergence. And the divergence happened, over here.
Sir, look carefully. The OBV has gone down by a much smaller percentage than the price.
That's a divergence.
It's not opposite.
What are you nitpicking, Gopal? Look at the trend, look at the direction.
It's not going apart. It's dampened. It is not going apart.
Basically, if I hold this here, is the OBV flat or not? Trend.
Yeah,
In that period.
Okay, got it. Fair enough. Okay.
No. Concession nahi chahiye tera.
No, they have brought the price down by doing very small quantity sale. The OBV is down marginally, but it is like more or less at the same level.
Yeah. Whereas look at the price drop.
Yeah.
So that is called a divergence. And the divergence started here.
Got it. Okay.
And in this case, the divergence was negative. So the price continued to keep dropping right all the way up to here.
Yeah, then they bought.
Then some buying came in, and you can see that when the buying started coming in, see here also, you'll see a flat OBV.
Yeah.
The price is also basically flat. Then a small little this thing and then a flat. So it went up a little and then a flat. Here it is no divergence. All these areas no divergence from here.
Yeah.
From here up to here no divergence. But here there is a divergence, negative divergence.
Yeah.
And that's what in the slide I am saying, comparing relative action. मतलब small, big, कोई पूछ नहीं रहा है. Direction. Divergence is in direction. Between price bars and the OBV generates more actionable signals than the green or red volume histograms commonly found. Now, if you look at the same time, you can barely see the volume histogram.
Yeah, it's minuscule. Got it. Yeah.
वो बताता ही नहीं है. The OBV is saying ये flat है. From here up to here, the guy has been flat.
Right.
But the price has been going up here, then it came down, going up, then again it came down. But the OBV is generally flat. But this, from here on, it represents a major buyer or buyers have come into action. That's why the price is shot up. Since it has shot up like this, I will not buy tomorrow. I will watch this guy like a hawk.
Okay.
Patience.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Greed doesn't help. Okay, Gopal?
Got it.
Naveen.
Money flow index. The money flow index MFI is a technical oscillator that uses price and volume data for identifying overbought or oversold signals in an asset. It can also be used to spot divergence which warn of a trend change in price. The oscillator moves between 0 and 100. MFI, the volume weighted RSI. And MFI reading above 80.
Wait. RSI is Relative Strength Index, which is an indicator I do not use for this purpose. Okay. He's just saying that if you know what is an RSI, then he says it is a volume weighted RSI. RSI is relative strength index. Go ahead.
An MFI reading above 80 is considered overbought and an MFI reading below 20 is considered oversold. A divergence between the MFI and price is noteworthy. For example, if the MFI is rising while the price is falling or flat, the price could start rising.
Now let's go back to this chart. This is the MFI. What is it saying? It's above 80, 82.39. Therefore, it is overbought. Anything overbought is likely to correct, go down a bit. That's why I said I'll wait for the dip. But someone is very aggressively, you see here there's a big bar, volume bar, absolute volume. So he's saying that this is overbought. When anything is overbought, there is a chance. It may not happen, may happen. There is a chance that there will be someone who will come and say, "Ah, le lo, ye price mein le lo."
Sir, how will get to know it's a overbought? मतलब
अरे ये लाइन क्या है? 80 का लाइन के ऊपर है ना ये. This is the MFI. Supposing I change this to 14. So this is overbought from here to here. From here to here, it is overbought.
So we'll always take above 80. Is it it is a benchmark or something?
No, when सब लोग एक चीज खरीदेंगे तो प्राइस क्या होगा?
बढ़ेगा वो तो
तब जाके खरीदोगे क्या?
नहीं खरीदना चाहिए.
तो फिर you answered your own question.
नहीं, बट देन इसमें कैसे आपको पता चला है? हाउ यू गेट टू नो कि ये ओवरबॉट हुआ है यहाँ पे? मुझे इसमें नहीं समझ.
अरे इधर चार्ट को देखो, दिख रहा है नहीं?
हाँ दिख रहा है.
तो फिर
रेश ओके.
अरे यार एक हाँ ये देखो इधर.
हाँ
इधर
सर
काला काला दिख रहा है.
हाँ ये अपने आप आ जाएगा ना जब. गॉट इट सर. ये चार्ट में अपने आप आ जाएगा ना जब डालेंगे तो?
वो अपने आप नहीं खाली जेएस को आता है.
सर मैं बहुत वीक हूँ चार्ट्स में. आई एम फ्रैंकली टेलिंग. अभी मुझे बस ऐसे लग रहा है कि ये बहुत टेक्निकल हो गया.
नहीं अरे काला दिख रहा है तो ऊपर वाला काला दिख रहा है.
दैट आई गॉट
यहाँ
इट
पे
सर.
देखो.
हाँ
ये देखो ये ओवरसोल्ड है. ये 20 का लाइन है. और ये है 80 का लाइन. 80 का लाइन के ऊपर जाएगा भागना तो ओवरबॉट हो गया. 20 का लाइन के नीचे जाएगा तो ओवरसोल्ड हो गया. सब लोग बेच रहे हैं.
ओके ओके सर, थैंक यू.
तो इसमें क्या वीकनेस और स्ट्रेंथ? आई कांट रीड चार्ट. ये आंखों को दिख रहा है? योर आईज कैन सी इट और नॉट?
यस सर, यस सर.
आईज कैन सी इट बट दिमाग नहीं चल रहा है.
नहीं सर वो दिख रहा है. मैं वो 80 यू टोल्ड अबाउट 80, तो मुझे लगा सब जगह 80 कुछ ऐसा लगाते हैं क्या या कुछ.
वो कहाँ से आया? दिमाग से आया या चार्ट से आया या मैंने बोला?
सर चार्ट से आया है.
चार्ट कैसे बोल रहा है? वो मेरे को तो कुछ नहीं बोल रहा है. वो खाली बोल रहा है ये सब 80 के ऊपर है. अभी देखो इसको मैं मेरा यूजुअल 70 लगा देता हूं. तो अभी देखो बोल रहे बहुत दिन से यार ऊपर है.
Yes, sir.
बहुत दिन से ऊपर है तो मैं क्या करूंगा, रश करके बाई करूंगा. अभी मेरे को दिख रहा है ये इधर गया, ये प्राइस है. ब्रेकआउट हुआ है. सी ही वाज गोइंग हॉरिजॉन्टल हियर, यहां से यहां तक ये हॉरिजॉन्टल अप्रोक्सीमेट अप डाउन जा रहा था और कल ब्रेकआउट हुआ है. Yesterday the breakout has happened, today it has zoomed up further. Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
I will actually buy this but at a dip. Why? Because I am seeing the ADX line ऊपर जा रहा है, strength increase होता जा रहा है, so I will buy. Okay Bhavna?
Okay, sir.
चलो Sridhar, last question, we will close the session today.
Sir, that 80 in units, what does it denote, sir? Actually, the volume is it?
Yeah, can you reduce your volume, please?
Sir, the 80 in the money flow index.
1 minute. Now tell me.
The 80 in the money flow index is about the number of stocks, or as in money, what does it indicate, sir, as metrics? The unit 80.
Yeah, that means this. See, don't worry about how it's constructed, please. If you want to go into that, then you do your PhD. I will only tell you that the money flow index indicates the amount of money going into. Don't say yes when I'm talking, you're not listening. Stop, breathe, you won't get it. Without PhD, I'm going to explain to you. Hold on. Breathe. Take some deep breaths, Sridhar, please.
Sure.
The money flow index tells you the amount of money going in or out of a stock. If the money going in is beyond 80, it means it is overbought. If it is below 20, it means it is oversold. Between 20 and 80, the trading is going on. That's all you need to know about this index for this purpose. Then you want to do PhD, go and do PhD.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please mute yourself, put your hand down. Okay? So I'm going to close this chart. So Gopal, you can have a divergence. Put your hand down, Sridhar. Okay? ADX DMI we will cover tomorrow. I mean Wednesday. So, any questions last minute? 9 o'clock. Bhavna ji bolo. Again you forgot, huh?
Sir, no sir, but it just I need to go in detail. I'll have to see again. I'll have to do it myself. Then I'll get better idea of this.
So please put your hand down. It stops the class. It's not fair. It stops the class. Okay? You can't say I keep forgetting. So yeah, you have to do, class isn't enough. You have to now practice whatever you have learned. And then you will have questions. Ask those questions, no problem. In the next class or in the group. That's why we have a group. Okay. All right. I think everybody is clear. Any questions? Burning desire to ask a question that you won't sleep tonight unless you ask? Now is the time. Okay. Thank you very much. Good night, folks.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Heavy. It will sound a little heavy, but if you go and do it in your charts, it won't be. If you don't do it in your charts, it will be. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.